Hi. Okay, I just left our film class, and recently we've been talking a lot about the art of living, and this concept made sense to me early on because Mr. Squires said something along the lines of, here we are studying chemistry and biology and so on and so forth, but we're living our lives day in and day out. So why do we fail to study the art of living? And I was like, all right, that makes sense. But as he continued on in the lesson, I realized that this concept wasn't really making sense to me, and I wanted to have a better understanding of it so that maybe I could use it in my own life. So I finally asked, I said, Mr. Squires, if you were to be studying the art of living, what would you be studying? And he responded with another question, and he said, well, how do you produce the best life possible, your best life possible? And I was like, okay, yeah, that totally makes sense. But as we furthered the conversation, Mr. Squires made a really great point that our society often regards the taboo question of what can you do to make your life your best life as selfish. And I realized that he ended the class saying that this is what we're going to pick up on tomorrow, but I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it today because it really excited me. So this idea of taboo selfishness has been resonating with me this morning, and I'm starting to kind of, as I've been thinking about it, I'm just kind of starting to put it into terms. And the most important question is, what do you really want? And being able to study the ways in which you can achieve that is what Mr. Squires has been talking about, and Eric Fromm talks about with the art of living. And although it may be regarded as selfish to do the steps that you need to take in order to live your best life, I would disagree with that, because if you are in the path of living your best life and you're feeling successful and you're doing what makes you happy, won't you be more inclined to do great things, to have a ripple effect and impact society, to be a light unto the nation and just be an asset to this world and fulfill the purpose that you have on this earth? I just feel like, everyone, regardless of whatever, it is that you really want to achieve, everyone is working for happiness. And oftentimes, the value of happiness is suppressed by our suicidal demands, but that's really all we are living for. Or if it's not, then I would question, why are you, or what are you living for? What's more powerful than the power of happiness? Is I just feel like that power alone will empower you to further do whatever it is that will make you the most successful. I am a strong believer that everyone is on this earth for a purpose. So with the tools and the skills and the life that you need to be happy and to live your best life, you need to do whatever it takes in order to fulfill your purpose and carry on that life that you're supposed to live. I don't know. Trying to think of what else I want to say. This whole concept of the art of living just started making sense, and the art of living meaning study what it is that you need to do in order to live that best life, whether it's learn from people that were in similar situations, or find ways to put you back on the path of happiness, or whatever it is. We're all living towards happiness, or we're all working towards happiness. So I started this video not really having an idea of what I was going to talk about aside from this whole art of living thing, so I will stop rambling. But one thing that I've realized, and this hasn't been something that's directly been articulated in our class, but that I've taken from this class, is that everything we do and everything that goes on around us matters. And we're living our lives day in and day out, and so are billions of other people on this planet, but you know, the ability to recognize your life, put it into perspective, and and kind of like just I don't know, just like grasp it and see it and take it into your hands is really powerful. And this is something that I failed to do. I just carry on in my life. But if you have a feeling inside of you, or if something went wrong, not don't just like be like, oh, that happened. Take it for what it's worth, and either do something to change it, or act upon it. I don't know. You know what I mean by this, like, if you're unhappy, it's not just because you're an unhappy person. There's a reason that you're unhappy, or there's something that you can do to alter this. And or you've been married for 10 years and you guys aren't in love anymore. Well, no, I mean, that's not necessarily the case. Rather, take the matter into your hands and find a way to better it. I think that to sum this up, what I've gained from this class is that we have power and control over our lives. So rather than just carrying on and thinking things happen because of fluke reasons, control your life, handle what you want, take take thought into your decisions, and recognize what's going on, what you want to do. Make sure you're on that right path, and if not, I mean, get yourself back there so we can live out our best lives. And this probably makes no sense, I'm rambling, but we do have power over our lives, and we have control, and the things we do matter. So, your ability to act upon that can be extremely powerful. So that would be that word.